Hey, so I watched you a lot at practice so far. You're a big talker. Love to talk. I saw you struggle with the heat early on, right? So
Right.
I guess just how comfortable do you feel like the last week, 2 weeks have really gotten you ready for what's ahead?
Yeah, just not playing football in so long kind of got me early in the first couple of days. Just trying to get back to the old me, and I always been that trash talking kind of guy. That's why I compare myself to like Jair Alexander, just having that swagger and trying to bring that energy to the defense to help us win games.
Obviously, the defense was a little behind early on, but it looks like you guys have caught up and played well. You and Zai on the other side, both kind of learning each other, learning the system, et cetera. Kind of take me through that progression that you've seen as far as getting up to speed, and how comfortable are you right now?
Yeah, just learning the defense more. Me being able to actually run the defense. I missed the spring, so now that I'm running the defense and learning it more, me being able to get more confident and more comfortable and being able to play like myself. And Zai doing this thing on the other side. So me and Zai trying to be the #1 corner duo in the country if we can be. So that's just the goal, to be DBU and bring DBU to that big stage again.
Everybody we talk to about you says you jump routes well, right? What goes into that?
I wouldn't say I jump routes. I would just say more of breaking before the receiver do, or breaking because I just a good break on the ball, just knowing the routes and knowing how routes and concepts work. So just being ahead of the game helps me play faster and be more confident in my breaks.
You really, you're good about not looking in the backfield, looking at your man and reading his hips, kind of thing. Is like,
Yeah, more of it just coming from my freshman year. That was what I say I was jumping routes more in my freshman year, and now I'm getting older and stuff, learning and experiencing. I wouldn't say I'm jumping things, more of I just know how to play the routes now, knowing the concepts and being more confident on breaking to the ball.
obviously you're an undersized guy. So what do you make up? What skill set do you have that makes up for that?
Just my IQ on the field, just knowing, like I said before, the concepts, knowing how the offense works and stuff like that, being more experienced and playing more football, just knowing more in the game. So I think that helped me a lot, just knowing a lot of football, basically.
Where's that come from?
I've always been like that as a kid. Like, if you ever be around me, I'm just watching football. No matter what I'm doing, I'm just going to watch football. That's all. I just love to watch football.
A lot of new faces in the LSU secondary, and while you haven't been here that long, you're kind of the veteran of the group in terms of in-game experience. How have you kind of taken on a leadership role?
Just helping each other out. I'm not the only corner in the room, and I know how I can get losing a corner. You know how we lost Garrett Williams last year in Syracuse, and somebody needs to step up. So I know how we need the whole room, not just the first two corners to be great. We need everybody to be great. So just knowing the game and trying to teach the younger guys that, so they can be more confident and play faster out there.
You're certainly getting tested, right? Let's talk about this wide receiver core that you guys are going against. Just great looks for y'all, but how talented are they?
Very talented. You got guys that got versatility all across the board. You got different kind of guys. You got speed burners, you got route runners, and you got guys that can go up and get the ball. So every day you got to compete and work. If you're not competing, you're going to get embarrassed out there, basically. So every day you got to compete, and they're going to give you good work.
A Jersey guy in Louisiana, how's that working out for you?
Man, I'm still adjusting to the heat, man. I've been here since January and still trying to adjust to the heat, Being in 100 degrees weather like consecutively is crazy, but I'm still adjusting to it and stuff like that. But I can say I'm pretty adjusted better now since the first couple of days of practice.
People cool, food's good. What do you think?
The food's definitely good down here, man. I had gator bites for the first time since I came down here. What is it, gumbo, stuff like that. So I'm still learning the food and stuff like that. But it's good food. It's a good culture down here. People act different down here and things like that. So I'm still adjusting to it. But it's pretty fun since I've been down here.
What's it like going up against guys like Jaden and Nuss every day in practice? Do they kind of do things to throw you off, or do you?
We just a lot of trash talking. Me and Jay always talking, and we talked before camp like, oh, I told him you're going to have 0% thrown to me. So, it's always trash talking, just competitive stuff, just to make each other better. And just trying to go win a championship, that's just the #1 goal.
I thought they had a good question for you over there. Just the idea of coming to the SEC to test yourself. Is that a real thing for you?
That's definitely a real thing. Everybody says the SEC is the closest thing to the NFL. So, just wanted to come get the competition and better myself on getting ready for the next level.
Obviously, yeah, in the SEC, but you're a guy that, you had a lot of hype in the transfer portal, kind of could have went anywhere. What was it about LSU in this program that brought you here?
I mean, LSU is DBU. Everybody knows that. Any school that says they're DBU just is trying to be a part of the conversation. LSU has always been DBU. I kind of watched guys like Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu growing up, so LSU's been my dream school since a child. Everybody know I wanted to go to LSU coming out of high school. Obviously, things didn't go that way, but, you know, God plans and able to get me here, and I'm just grateful for it.
You talked about Zai a little bit, but you know, some people say, "Oh, he's coming from a smaller school. How will he hold up?" What do you see from him in practice that makes you think he'll be an SEC player?
I mean, he lives up to his resume. You know, he's a two-time All-American. You wouldn't think he came from a lower school. He's just out here competing and doing what he's supposed to do, and he's gonna have a big year this year.